Your Westpac Supers Saturday, memorable night in Campbelltown for the West Tigers. Not a win, but an iconic try and a debut they won't forget. Here's Tim Sheens and John Bateman.
Some moments of promise there, but ultimately not the result hereafter.
Yeah, that describes it pretty well. I'm not going to, whinge about. Obviously, our spine has disintegrated after the last game. But it has something to do with it. But at the end of the day, we dropped too much ball, pushed it a bit. Although there were some good footy at moments, and like you say, the big moments, that we'd drop a ball or make a mistake, not defuse a kick, and of course they'll make you pay. They're good at it.
Can you talk us through when you started in at 6? Because I think when Brooksy was out the week, from the outside looking in, it looked like Dane Laurie might get a chance. Can you talk us through having started there?
Yeah, look, it's a question that I won't answer now because I need to have a good look at the game first. Again, you look at the game with emotion, then you sit down, look at it in the video, and make some decisions on what we might or might not do. But one thing's for sure, we haven't got a lot of options at this point. But we didn't get any further injury tonight, as I understand, so that'll help anyway.
John, how did it feel out there? How did it feel out there?
Yeah, pretty much like Tim said. Obviously, if you don't hold the ball, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough night, especially against a team like Melbourne. They're very structured and they punish you if you don't keep hold of the ball. So yeah.
Tim, does it bring it into sharper focus, I guess, when Luke in the week saying that he was going to knock back the contract offer, and then the boys, like you say, the heart's not quite gelling tonight. Does it sort of bring that issue into sharper focus after a loss like tonight?
No. What Brooksy does is what Brooksy does. So that's not. I don't think that affected the team one bit. All these boys have done contracts over the years, made decisions about their careers. That's not an issue. Our main issue was trying to put together a new combination, in a handful of days. So we've got to buy to sit down and reset. There's a few bumps and bruises. Guys are still getting a few needles here and there in parts of their body. So hopefully we'll come back a lot fresher. A little bit of a break for everyone will be good. And then we've got a critical month of footy because we've got a lot of away games. This is our last game here, so we've got a critical group of games coming up that we've just got to nail enough of them to stay in touch. Otherwise, it's experiment for next year.
Special moment at the start with Alex crossing for that long way to first try. Yeah. I wish he'd have scored 2 more. But in saying that, good luck to him. It's just he's an honest, hard-working player. He was in the spot. He chased the ball. He's a front row chasing the ball, and it bounced back for him. So well done to him. John, you one of the players sort of running up there and congratulating him. It's obviously a really special moment in the history of this club, right? When a guy like that gets over.
Yeah, obviously, like Tim said, obviously he's worked hard and obviously he deserves it. I don't think he knew what to do when he scored a try. So yeah, it's good to see him get over and obviously finally score a try.
Johnny, you had a bit of a scuffle with Big Nelson in the second half there. Couldn't find a bigger bloke to.
Yeah, it's just part and parcel of the game, I suppose, isn't it, mate? Yeah.
Referee seemed to handle it pretty well. Just play on.
Yeah, like I said, it's part and parcel of the game, isn't it? Obviously, if you stop everything like the game's going to be a stop-start game, so it is what it is.
Tim, your young hooker had a polished debut, I suppose. How'd you see his game?
Oh yeah, I think there was a bit too much publicity for the kid. I think everyone expected him to win the game and score 10 tries. He's a good kid, and that's it. He's a kid. He's an 18-year-old kid, but he has got a future. Don't worry. I think I've seen it for the 18 months or 2 years now. I've been here back at the club from the time he led the under-17s to an undefeated premiership in Matthews. But he is still young and raw, so we drip-fed him in and out of the game tonight. Jake did a good job as well. Without Appy, he's a big loss to us. And not only as a player but as a leader as well. But we'll have Steph back for the next game as well, hopefully. And we just, again, the bye will be another week that Appy and Brooksy get to recover. Brooksy's come along maybe a little quicker than we hoped. But a hamstring, you never know with those things. Appy's going to lose a bit of weight, obviously, with his drinking a straw for a few weeks. But they'll be back at some stage. But in the meantime, we've got to win some games to be any chance
And, it's getting skinnier and skinnier for us. I understand that, but we're not going to give up. Whatever mathematically, if we win enough games we can, we do. We keep going.
And your fullback's run for 199 metres again, 3 weekends in a row. He's only played, it's amazing he's only played 8 or 9 NRL games, so he just keeps impressing.
He's a superstar of the future, there's no doubt. But, he's a quiet kid, and that probably goes against him just yet. But for that amount of games, I'm not expecting him to tell blokes what to do. He's not got that personality. What he is he finds half a hole and he works hard, and you've got to work hard to get him. He's a find for us, and I think after 50 games, he'll be something special. Yeah.
Tim, we saw a talent debut, Jareem, obviously, Junior Tupu, another youngster. A lot of youngsters coming through the ranks as well.
Yeah.
How good is it knowing that you have so much great junior talent to come?
Yeah, it's great, but it's time. It's time on the field that makes that matures them, and obviously we've got to live through that. Meantime, the old blokes who may take the average age up a little have got a job to do, but it's that much tougher for a senior guy to have to cover a young bloke as well. Although in most weeks, not talking about talent, he's only had the one game, but Junior and Jareem and Whenua are doing a great job for kids that can still play fleek.
Tim, we saw reports today, Ben Hunt coming out that he might try and get out of his Dragons still a bit earlier. I know you've talked a lot about exploring options for halves with Adam potentially being sidelined into next year. Is he someone that tugs a look at?
Oh, look, he's a quality player, but I'm certainly not going to start a rumour that we're chasing him. He's on contract with St George. He's got no clause to say get out of that contract. So, at this stage, we can't deal with anyone that's in that situation. So we're obviously looking for next year as well. Given Adam, he may be late coming back next year. I've heard on the conservative way and said he won't play. If he does, it's a bonus for us next year. So right at the moment, we are actively looking for options in England and here. So, but so is a lot of our clubs. It'd be nice to be a classy 7 in these days because the money comes with it for the boys.
So just one more, just a bit of a broader picture about here in Origin. I asked Craig the same thing, but you got any sort of left field ideas about this time of year? We have the probably conversation every year, but I don't know, maybe having a period off in the middle, so a 4 or 5 week period off and just playing Origin then, so it doesn't hurt clubs as much as it does. Or
I'm not sure 4 or 5 weeks off would be a good thing for everyone. No. They get into a rhythm of playing, and I understand a bye is nice, and this is our third, and some haven't even had one yet. So, it's all over the place, but I'm not sure that they could organise it anyway. And if you do stop playing mid-season, you start again. I think the boys, you could ask John, the boys prefer to keep playing. Every now and then having a break's not a bad idea. But, they're happy just to get a long week if they can. Play on a Thursday. But I wouldn't think they'd want 5 weeks off in the middle of the year, 4 or 5 weeks. Plus the State of Origin boys, you're talking about playing 3 games, one every week for 3 weeks. Ask them, I think that might be a little bit difficult as well, just quietly. But anyway, I don't really have a major comment on it, mate. I'm worried more about what we're doing.
No worries. Just quickly, John, first game as captain, what does it mean to be the captain of the Tigers?
Yeah, mate, obviously. Fantastic. It's such a massive club. Obviously, it's a great honour for myself, just filling in for Happy while I was injured, and obviously it'd been a lot better if we got the win tonight. But yeah, like I said, it was a great honour for myself.
Thanks.